And we're talking about a bizarre playdate that has occurred between 23-year-old Ice Spice and Kim Kardashian and Kanye West's 9-year-old daughter, Northwest. I'm just thinking, like, as a 22-year-old myself, like,
I'm putting this on the screen so people can see
what would my reasoning be for hanging out with a 9-year-old, possibly? I would either have to be getting paid to do it, which is entirely possible. Ice Spice could be getting paid to do this. Like,
I think it's the other
she
way
was
around.
Compared to a clown that is hired for a kid's birthday party.
Yeah.
Because of that afro.
Yeah.
It's giving Ronald McDonald. But secondly, they'd have to be related to me, and they're not related.
I think it's the other way around.
So what is going on here?
I think Ice Spice wants basically Kim's like just using the kids, like saying, oh, you would like to raise your personal profile a little bit. Why don't you hang out with my kids? It will be great. It will create viral moments on the internet. So
you think that this could be orchestrated and paid for by Ice Spice's public relations?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Either or.
Do you think that North would not be told about that, and she just genuinely thinks that her idol wants to hang out with her? Because that's even more sad.
It probably becomes like one of those things where like they know it's true, but it's such a normal thing in their life that they don't think of that the same way we think of it.
They don't think they're being patronized.
Like they're just used to every human interaction being transactional.
Maybe that's sad
in a lot of ways. So
Northwest, this all started because North drew a portrait of Ice Spice to one of her songs, posted a video of it
and then
TikTok.
They were just like, there's money to be made.
She showed it off, and then it seems like instantly her mother or Ice Spice's manager had the idea to arrange a play date between the two of them.
Even that language is creepy. Even the language
no one said it. I just thought of it. I thought of this as a play date because, like, you know, North brought her school friends along with her to the house, and they all they made TikTok videos with Ice Spice. They posted a string of videos with her. Ice Spice also posted her own videos, and Kim and Ice Spice took a selfie together. So clearly Kim approves of what's going on here and was involved in planning it. And I
like how the fridge is just Eggo waffles and alcohol. Like that's my favorite part of this. It's literally it looks like
they're like gigantic
Cristal and Eggo waffles. A house after my own heart. If it was 2007.
So they have waffles for the kids and liquor for the adults.
On the left looks like cheese in the second shelf, Eggo's in the top shelf, and then like some type of like ready to make meal on the bottom one. Like that doesn't look like
celebrity fridges are.
That doesn't look like a billionaire's fridge to me. I'm granted they probably have like 30,000 of them in that house.
Yeah.
But like that's a very sad
Kim
rich person shelf.
Posted the Beyond Meat campaign, and she actually tried to get us to believe she feeds her children Beyond Meat nuggets for their snacks. Like I'm sorry.
Didn't we make fun of the fact that she never actually eats it?
Of course. Like she's like chewing something, but there's no bite mark on the burger. Anyway, so she's posting all these TikToks with Ice Spice, lip syncing to Ice Spice's songs, specifically this feature she just did on a song called Boy's a Liar. And I'm gonna literally go like full Ben Shapiro mode, like Ben Shapiro saying, what ass P word? But she says, bet he blow in her back thinking about me because he know that it's fat. And she's lip syncing to this with grade schoolers.
Totally normal. What celebrity doesn't think that that's normal? And then, Mary, you are the weirdo for not thinking that's normal. You're the bad guy.
Right. And everyone is posting these videos saying, oh, this is so cute. I love this like random link up that they did totally for fun, and nobody got any transactional benefit
That's what I'm saying.
out of
Like the internet is fake. Everything is fake.
And
nothing
people
is
are
real
stupid
anymore.
and gullible for even believing that this was like done out of the kindness of her own heart.
Just think about this. These are people with like armed security where every second of their day is planned and structured. You don't just, it's not like Ice Spice was just in her car driving by Kim Kardashian's house and decided to stop by. That's not a real thing.
that will get you shot. Probably.
Yes, it will. So the idea that these things just randomly happen, like, oh my God, it's the collaboration that I didn't know I needed. No, it's the collaboration that some marketing genius knew that you needed.
It's so iconic. Yeah. It's so iconic. Like my favorite female rapper.
Yeah.
Who raps about sex and her body all the time.
Hanging out with a 9-year-old.
Is hanging out with my favorite celebrity child.
Groomers.
I mean, you could call it grooming. You could call it that.
It's at the very least, it's weird.
It's getting there. It's like towing the line. And of course, like it's up to North's parents what music she is allowed to listen to or who she is allowed to hang out with, obviously. But should she be permitted to post videos of herself with these people making these sexual references that maybe she doesn't understand the context for before she grasps the consequences of doing that? I don't think so.
When I was very young, I'm going to tell a story here. When I was very young, the very first time I saw the movie Major League 2, there's this hilarious line where Rick the Wild Thing Vaughn is pitching to Jack Parkman, and he has this gimmick in Major League 2 where he names his pitches. He's like the Exterminator, they all have names, and he goes, here's my new pitch. If you get a piece of it, you can rename it. And the dude hits a home run with it and calls it the Masturbator. And like, I was young and didn't understand what that meant at the time. And I'm getting the feeling that that's probably in a lot of ways maybe what happens with like a 9-year-old kid not getting it entirely.
But if she has unrestricted access to TikTok, maybe she does know that. I don't know. I just saw this meme.
Life was different when I was.
Well, it wasn't really a meme, but this viral tweet the other day where someone was saying, oh, look at these texts between my 9-year-old cousin and his GF. And he's literally talking about like blowing her back out and stuff like that. Like, you don't even know what that means.
Nope.
But if you do, I'm really worried about you.
And to be fair,
and everyone was just laughing about it like it was normal. Like, this isn't normal.
And this is a shared account that she shared
it's called Kim and North.
That shares with mom. So this is mom's fault.
It says managed by an adult in the bio. Yet countless times North has posted videos on this account and then promptly had them deleted, probably because her mom realizes that she's like posting things that just should not be on the internet.
Cooler if North is like already like a prodigy hacker and just like cloned the phone and got a new one.
She's definitely like got her dad's sense of humor. I think she's funny and clever, and like she is talented. Like she makes cool art and stuff like that. But I just think like it's better for you to enjoy things about your kid, not for the world to enjoy these things about your kid's personality.
Do they go to school?
You know? Like it's no one's business.
Do the kids go to school?
Yeah, she goes to Sierra Canyon, notably against Kanye's wishes. He wanted her to go to Donda.
Well,
I don't know the state of Donda Academy and like what's happening
I would
there.
really like to go to Donda Academy. That's where I'm going to college next.
I don't know if they're still like functional. I'll have to find an update on that.
Yep.
But anyway, so this is making me revisit Kanye's vocal objections to North being on TikTok in the first place.
Absolutely.
And it seems like Kim has used TikTok as like a weapon against him. Not as like, oh, I just want our kid to enjoy this thing under supervision. Like she's using it as a power play. So Kanye said on Instagram last year, I told Kim to stop antagonizing me with this TikTok thing. I am her father. I know that y'all don't respect fathers and the idea of family, and the media pushes a narrative. I'm not allowing my daughter to be used by TikTok, to be used by Disney. I have a say-so. And in another interview last year, he said, tell Kim, don't have my daughter wearing lipstick on TikTok, and don't have her on TikTok at all if I don't approve that. And I said after it was done without me knowing, and it happened again. So Kim is just...
She's kind of evil.
Obviously, she is deliberately going against what Kanye said and also trying to spin a narrative where he's crazy, he's overreacting. And even if you ostensibly think that the things Kanye says are crazy, this in particular, he is lucid, he's reasonable, his take makes total sense, and he should have a say-so in the exposure and access his kid has to social media.
There's a reason, like, we're going to look at social media in 10 to 15 years the way like you're giving kids access to a highly addictive. It's just not a chemical, but it's creating chemicals. It's allowing chemicals in your brain to form and get you attached to. It's a dopamine hit every time you use it. And these kids are getting addicted to it very young. We don't have an excuse as adults. We allow ourselves on these apps. These kids can be prevented from, at the very least, like curbing it while they're young and not allowing them to get addicted to it in an age when their brain is even less developed. Like, what is it, 13? You're not allowed on these apps until you're over 13 or something like that.
Technically, but
it's like...
I guess technically, since Kim is the administrator of that account.
Believe it or not, when I was a child, I understood that if I was to go to a porn site, that all I had to do was hit, yes, I am 18. Even a 17-year-old can figure that out.
And there's also like this story about like Chicago or one of their kids playing Roblox and seeing some phishing ad for Kim's sex tape.
Which, to be fair,
are you paying attention to anything your kids are doing?
Like, I don't even know, like where is that still being advertised? Is it like some vintage porn site?
Maybe she made it up. I have no idea. And also, people are mentioning Pete Davidson right now, and I did want to bring that up again.
He got in a car accident.
Like, allowing your new boyfriend post-divorce to be like tattooing your kids' names on his body, and also like merely 2 weeks after meeting North had her like sitting on his lap and stuff like that. It's insanely inappropriate.
Yeah.
Like crazily
and
inappropriate.
Feels and like she doesn't have the best interest of the children at her heart.
Just seems like trying to one up your ex.
Yeah.
It just seems like trying to one up Kanye. And as many issues as he has, like he has legitimate gripes with this.
Absolutely. And every parent has the right to be upset about this, and then people dismiss him because he's Kanye. Like, he's not allowed to be, like, people who have like opinions that aren't the majority can also be very good parents, believe it or not. Like, you can have a couple of crazy ideas and still know what's best for your kids.
Yeah.
Like, and understand that TikTok is not safe for children.
Yeah. So
that social media isn't safe for children.
Further than that, it looks like now North is cosplaying as Ice Spice on her TikTok account. I just sent you the video, actually.
All right, let me grab it here.
But just like keep it on mute, because in all of these videos, she's using Ice Spice's music.
All right, I'm gonna have to try to be like the fastest hands in the West here and try to mute this quickly as possible.
Right.
Give me 1 second.
She's dressing up as Ice Spice.
No. Okay.
You got it?
I don't know if I can mute TikTok.
You can?
There we go. All right, here we go. I bet you we end up getting copyright. Even for that, I bet you
it
we
was
end
like
up...
2 seconds. It's okay.
Let's take a look here. All right.
She's wearing like the red afro and the juicy tracksuit and the bling on her neck. Might be the same one. And she's with her friend doing this. And like she also brought another friend to like recreate one of her music videos with her. There are other videos, and they have
not a babysitter. Not a babysitter.
No one I would hire to babysit my children.
But I'm saying, not even about like her credentials. I'm just saying, not there as a babysitter, not there to hang out with Kim Kardashian. Why are you there?
It's a clout exchange.
Exactly. You've turned your kids into a commodity.
It's like you're throwing a duffel bag with a bunch of clout in it.
To be fair, I mean, they have done a very good job of commodifying their likenesses, right? So they're just getting the kids started young, which is evil.
Gross. I think they especially start the daughters young. But anyway, like...
Well, yeah, like how bad for those boys?
Oh yeah, I mean
those guys are.
I even remember Kim posted this text message exchange she had with Mason Disick, her young nephew who's like 12, where Mason is saying like, I think that you need to pay closer attention to North's TikTok account because this isn't good. And she like joked about it, calling him like insightful king or whatever. But like, actually though, like pay attention to what's going on, because then a bunch of these videos where North was dressed up as Ice Spice got hastily deleted from the account, likely because Kim found out about them and found out that they were inappropriate, and she was lip syncing all of these inappropriate adult lyrics.
It's got to be like, to be Kim Kardashian, where every facet of your life, your family, your own personal likeness, everything you say, everything your kids say and do, is something that is both monetizable but also up for intense scrutiny, I bet you it is a very, very like anxiety riddled life.
Yeah, I'm sure, but she's also hyper competent and almost like psychotically.
But she did it to herself. She did it to herself. Like, this is her own fault.
Yeah, and also, like, I think bringing up your children in that tradition, like family tradition of selling your likeness, is not excusable either. But yeah, she's like, I think, too shrewd for her own good.
Also, let's just talk just for a quick, like, this would is this something that could go the other way? Like, does like one of the boys get to hang out with like a 23-year-old rapper, I guess? Like,
I mean, when they date those rappers, yeah.
But like, no, I'm saying like, how old is Chicago?
I think like 6 maybe. Okay. I don't remember.
When 9, does he get to hang out with Kodak Black?
Yeah. Good question.
That's I don't know why I thought of Kodak, but he was in the news again recently because they had to like put a Herculean effort to like keep him sober through like a festival at the weekend, and now he's going to rehab. So get clean, Kodak Black. I'm pulling for you, my man.
He had just like gotten out of jail, right?
Yeah.
Well, there's an obvious like double standard here, and because it's lucrative to let your kid hang out with someone who happens to have their name in trending right now, you'll do it. Like,
I don't understand.
It's an extremely cynical move.
And the whole thing is cynical. To monetize your children is cynical. To monetize every aspect of your life is cynical. But these kids are going to grow up with it, and they're in a way being groomed into it, and they will never know another life anyways. This will be who they are forever.
And people are saying like, oh, this is nothing new. Don't you remember like growing up dancing to Destiny's Child? And
yeah, but they weren't there.
But you weren't posting it on a platform for millions of people to see and scrutinize and sexualize. Like, you don't know the creeps who are on the internet. Literally anyone can see that. Yep. And all of those videos that you just deleted are still immortalized forever.
I don't even know where they like what if these kids decide later they want a private life? They're too young to understand that now. They very much could have a change of heart when they hit 13, 14, 15 years old and decide, I don't want to be in the public eye.
Which means Kanye has been totally vindicated.
And he's, at the very least, seems to be thinking farther ahead in that respect. Like,
I don't know how, as Kim Kardashian, being as aware as she is of what being in the public eye means, and like what creating a personal brand means, how you could play dumb that you don't understand the stakes of letting your child use TikTok unsupervised.
But she may simply see it as like she just can't imagine not having that life or not wanting that life, so she can't imagine her kids not wanting it.
I think she's using it as a weapon against Kanye.
Okay.
I think that because Kanye has shown opposition to it, she will spitefully allow it.
Not good.
And if you're deleting these posts all the time that North is posting without permission, it's hard to say that this account is, quote, managed by an adult.
When does she have the time to manage it? She's like the busiest person ever. That doesn't make any sense.
Or if it's somebody else, I don't know, one of her nannies. But yeah, this is like clearly not acceptable.
Thanks for watching. Listen to full episodes of Pop Culture Crisis on Spotify.
Keep up with us on social media and make sure you subscribe and ring that bell so you never miss the show. Bye, guys.